Yeah, do you care about age? Do you think about, like, oh, I'm going to be 90? Does that matter to you?
I don't think about it.
Clint Eastwood always played the tough guy on screen. You know the type. A man who didn't say much, had that cold stare, and always carried a gun. But here's the thing. There was so much more going on behind that cowboy hat and rough voice. While other movie stars were busy chasing fame, Clint was playing a different game. He was thinking ahead, making smart choices, and building something bigger than just a Hollywood career. And now, after living such a long and powerful life, Clint Eastwood is leaving behind something that shocked everyone. A fortune so huge that even his strong family couldn't hold back their tears. But how did he gather so much fortune? Let's dive in, where it all started. Clint Eastwood was born on May 31, 1930 in San Francisco, California. From the very start, he was different. The nurses at the hospital even gave him a nickname, Samson, because he weighed more than 11 pounds at birth. But his early years weren't easy. Clint grew up during the Great Depression, a time when his family had to move constantly up and down the West Coast as his father searched for work. Eventually, in the 1940s, they settled in Piedmont, California, a wealthy neighborhood with a swimming pool and a country club. Now, you might think things got easier, but Clint wasn't exactly a standout student. He was held back in middle school for bad grades. He even got kicked out of Piedmont High after writing something inappropriate on the school scoreboard. After graduating from high school, Clint worked a lot of jobs to survive. And then, in 1950, he got drafted into the Army during the Korean War. But instead of being sent overseas, he worked as a lifeguard at Fort Ord in Northern California. The big break. After leaving the Army, he moved to Hollywood in 1953, hoping to find his big break. A year later, he received a screen test with Universal Studios, which earned him a 40-week contract. But after being given tiny roles in films like Tarantula and Revenge of the Creature, Universal let him go. Most people might have given up right there, but not Clint. He kept showing up, taking whatever small television roles he could find. Then in 1959, everything changed. Clint landed the role of Rowdy Yates in the Western TV show Rawhide. For 6 seasons, audiences across America watched him grow from a young cowboy into a strong, confident leader. The show made him a household name, but his next move would turn him into an international icon. Between 1964 and 1966, Clint teamed up with Italian director Sergio Leone for 3 westerns, A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He played a quiet, mysterious gunslinger known only as the Man with No Name. He didn't talk much, stayed calm under pressure, and had that dangerous edge that drew everyone in. These movies became global sensations when they were released in America in 1967. And just like that, Clint Eastwood wasn't just famous. He became a worldwide legend, taking control of life. But Clint's rise didn't stop there. In 1968, he starred in his first major American Western, Hang 'em High. But this was also when Clint proved just how smart he really was. He started his own production company, Malpaso Productions, which gave him full control over his films and his earnings. While most actors were happy just getting paid, Clint was building a business. Around this time, he began working closely with director Don Siegel, who taught him the craft of directing. Together, they created several hits, including Dirty Harry in 1971. Dirty Harry became a cultural phenomenon. Clint played Inspector Harry Callahan, a hard-edged cop who didn't play by the rules. His famous line, "Go ahead, make my day," became one of the most quoted lines in movie history. The film's success led to 4 sequels and cemented Clint's image as Hollywood's ultimate tough guy. But Clint wanted more than just being in front of the camera. He wanted to call the shots. In the 1970s, he began directing his own movies, starting with Play Misty for Me in 1971. He followed it up with High Plains Drifter, The Outlaw Josie Wales, and Pale Rider in 1985. With each project, Clint wasn't just making films, he was gaining invaluable experience. By the time the 1990s rolled around, people began to see Clint Eastwood as more than just a Hollywood star. He was becoming one of the great filmmakers of his time. In 1992, he directed Unforgiven, a dark, emotional Western that earned him 2 Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture. From there, Clint continued to prove that his talent went far beyond acting. He starred alongside Meryl Streep in The Bridges of Madison County, showing a softer, more emotional side. Then came powerful dramas like Mystic River and $1 Million Baby, both of which earned multiple Oscars, including another Best Director win for Clint. Even as he entered his 70s and 80s, he never slowed down. Can you believe that? He tackled stories of war in Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima. In 2021, at over 90 years old, Clint directed and starred in Cry Macho. Then, in 2024, he released Juror Number 2. Just think about that. Over 9 decades of life, and still directing, still acting, still creating. But behind all that success, his personal life told a very different story. The hidden struggles. Now, this is where things get complicated. Clint Eastwood's love life has always been messy. He married Maggie Johnson in 1953, but before their wedding, he had already fathered a daughter, Lori, who was given up for adoption in 1954. During his marriage, Clint had several affairs, including one with stuntwoman Roxanne Tunis, which led to the birth of his daughter Kimber in 1964. In 1975, Clint began a relationship with actress Sandra Locke after meeting on The Outlaw Josie Wales. They lived together for 14 years, though Clint continued having affairs, including one with flight attendant Jaslyn Reeves, who gave birth to Scott and Catherine. When Locke found out, she was devastated, and their breakup turned into years of lawsuits. Clint reportedly has at least 8 children with 6 women, though some believe there may be more. When asked how many kids he had, he simply said, "I have a few." But even as Clint continued to grow older, his affair list didn't stop. Clint's huge fortune. Clint Eastwood is worth an incredible $375 million today, but he didn't start rich. Back on Rawhide, he made only $750 per episode, and his first major movie paid just $15,000. Things changed when he earned $400,000 plus 25% of profits for Hang 'em High. That's when he realized real money came from ownership. In 1967, he launched Malpaso Productions, his own film company, which gave him full control and produced most of his biggest hits. Over the years, Clint directed more than 30 films under it, shaping his legacy both on-screen and off. Beyond movies, Clint built wealth through smart real estate. He owns estates in Carmel and Bel Air worth millions, a 1,000-acre ranch, oceanfront land in Hawaii, and the massive Tahama property where home sites sell for over $6 million. He also invested in companies like Apple, ExxonMobil, and Tesla, and made millions from Pebble Beach golf links. He even won $6.1 million from a lawsuit over his image rights. Clint Eastwood didn't just act, he built an empire. Now, as he's gone, the millions he leaves behind aren't what make his family cry. It's the memories, the moments, and the man behind the legend. Clint Eastwood may be gone, but his legacy will live on forever. So which part of Clint's story did you enjoy the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming stories. Until then, see ya!